What are the sections we got?
Let's commentary.
On what? What do we got?
What did you put up this week?
Let's see. We have the series of the spoilers. So we went from China spoilers, and the Louis chopped them down into spoiled foreigners.
Yeah.
Our segments.
So that's maybe if you've noticed some repetition, that's why that is.
Yeah. So if you've watched the China spoilers,
you don't need to watch the spoiled foreigners, unless you're not paying attention during this one,
right?
And you need a key point repeated.
But if you've watched the spoiled foreigners, if you've watched all of them, you might not have seen all of them. There's not all the same segments. So if you think that you're going to get it all just by watching the short segments, you're not missing out.
There's bonus content if you watch the full-on China spoiler.
Right.
Spoiler alert! There's more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing with that. And while we're in a period of low production, that's what we're doing with the channel these days, so we don't have to.
Well, we have that.
Go on hiatus.
We have the beginning of chopping down and reformatting some of the old ones. So we had it's not about what we want, which was the one about the kids in the
graduation.
Yeah. So we re-premiered that in a new format.
Yeah, well, I like that one. So our new, as we've said over the past couple weeks, our new experiment is just the shortest bits of the most story. And so we have some content from the past that fits that description but was folded in with other content. So now we're kind of piecing that back out. And then while he's in there, Peter kind of spiffs it up with a new edit, a new little, polish, a remastering,
remastering, yeah.
Visual remastering.
From the original content, I think what we did is we overshot when we first started, and we were making these big long pieces that had many segments because we were trying to make some kind of like show, right?
Right, and it was kind of like saying introducing someone you never heard of with a 5-hour special.
Yeah.
Like nobody's gonna watch that.
So we might have like 5, 6, 7, 8 different segments, all put into one 10-minute piece. So if somebody watched what we were figuring, the way that most people watch YouTube is that you turn it on, and if you watch the first minute, you figure that that's what it's going to be like the whole thing. Meanwhile, we've made 5 different shows.
And we made you a variety show.
Exactly.
But nobody is expecting that, so they don't.
So we have all these bits and pieces that no one ever got to because they only watched the first minute or two.
Yeah.
Till a segment ended. Because when I looked at the analytics of it all, the people would drop off about the same time that our first segment would end. So it was like, oh, so the video.
They thought it was over.
But no, that we're just getting it started. We saved all the good ones for the end.
Yeah.
So no one ever actually got to them. So going back into these and chopping them up and reformatting, some of them putting music in because some of the early ones didn't have music. Mm-hmm. And just putting them out as these short little guys is kind of another aspect to chopping things up into small. We're making new small videos. We're reformatting old videos but smaller, and we're chopping up this talk show into little smaller things.
Yeah.
Again, with a shotgun mentality of it might catch somebody's eye.